want to thank the family, the friends, the crew, and everybody else who came together to organize this beautiful event tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I'm honored to have a moment to speak about two people who I truly love, Trajan Crocker and Ling Lee. I understand some of you have traveled pretty far across the United States and also internationally, so thank you so much for making that effort. And I'd like to start off by sharing a rule that my parents attempted to enforce me when I was younger. Taka, don't talk to strangers on the internet. I was warned that there's plenty of people who are strange and pretty dangerous. And being raised in a military family, I did what any other kid in my position would do. I ignored them. And let me tell you, I'm quite glad I ignored their warnings, as I met Trajan. I met Trajan around 2017 on a game called RuneScape. It's a 20-year-old Java-based game, and we met through a mutual friend a long time ago. We immediately hit it off once we were introduced to one another. Our sense of humor it was just something, we became brothers right away as soon as we started talking. Even to the point where in our game community, we actually won Best Bromance for the year. So after a few months of having this online friendship, I later found out that Trajan was actually down the interstate from where I was stationed over in California. And Trajan asked one day if I wanted to get tacos with him and watch the new Deadpool movie. And initially I was pretty apprehensive. My self-esteem wasn't the greatest, and I was pretty worried that our dynamic wasn't going to translate very well from online to in person. And eventually I swallowed my anxiousness and I ended up driving down to Del Mar to meet him. And I'm really happy to say that I proved my anxieties wrong. And Trajan and I's friendship grew stronger. We'd find time in our busy lives to hang out in California, engaging in two of our favorite activities, eating gigantic California burritos, and going down to the San Diego Gulls hockey rink, and to verbally poke at the away team's goalie. And looking back, I'm not really proud of this. Trajan probably isn't either, but Trajan and I would research how to poke fun at the away team's goalie, even learning their foreign language in order to, poke some fun at them. Or suggesting slander such as they didn't wash their hands after going to the restroom, they didn't recycle. But despite all of our mischief and everything like that, Trajan, he's truly a brother to me. Trajan's one of the most caring individuals I've ever met. Whenever I had an idea to make somebody else happy or recognize them, Trajan was the first person who would ask how he could assist with the plan. Something really nerdy that we both did during the pandemic was when one of our friends was unable to have a graduation ceremony, Trajan and I decided to host a graduation ceremony on the game Minecraft. And in fact, Trajan spent so many hours building this hall just to celebrate this one friend. Trajan really served as a pillar, continues to serve as a really emotional pillar for me in my life. Even while I was on deployment, Trajan would often check up on me, more often than my own parents. Even despite the time difference. Even when I needed to talk, and it was late at night, he would stay up to make sure I was okay. I always wondered, when would it be time for Trajan to receive a large amount of happiness that he has given to others? Little did I know I would be a part of this next chapter for him. I'm not sure if you guys saw on the website, but on the story, there's a hashtag that says, always go to Alex and Taka's parties. I'm one half. Alex, can you raise your hand? Oh. Where'd you go? Alex, the other half. So, initially, half joking, but half serious, I was like, hey man, why don't you come down to Boston and enjoy our housewarming, right? And I honestly thought he wasn't gonna do it because it was only like a week away. And to my surprise, Trajan agreed and decided to come down for the weekend to celebrate. And, well, I just wanted to say to Trajan and Ling Lee, you're welcome, real quick. Alex introduced Ling Lee to Trajan and I. And Ling Lee was one of the first friends I made in Boston. Her kindness and positive vibes were something that really made me feel comfortable, similar to when I met Trajan for the first time. In fact, because of the large party that we had, I ended up hanging by Trajan and Ling Lee's side throughout the entire night, So that way I wasn't the odd roommate who was sitting in the corner by himself, just kind of silently watching everybody. When Trajan started to begin to go on dates with Ling Lee, it was almost kind of scary how in sync they were. They weren't two peas in a pod, they were the same pea. They were the example of a couple that was in love. The times that Trajan and I could sit down and talk about our lives, I could notice the change that Ling Lee had on him. It was almost like Trajan kind of unlocked how to become a happier individual than what was possible. It was almost like science fiction, seeing how this man glowed brighter when he was talking about Ling Lee. To wrap things up, Trajan, I love you, man. I'm so glad that you're finally getting the happiness that you deserve. Ling Lee, I hope this provided you some perspective about how much you have changed his life. I think I can speak for everyone that we are very excited and grateful to be part of this beginning of your fairy tale. If we can raise our glasses real quick. A toast to the couple. Here's the love, laughter, and happily ever after. As Trajan and Ling Lee start their new life, let's toast the new husband and wife. Thank you.